Go.
So you stood in the middle of a load of corpses.
Yeah,
So
I'm guessing these aren't the only raiders on this moon.
Probably not now.
But that's interesting that there are raiders, because what is this darkness that's eating everything? Is it causing crops to fail? Is it is it causing infertility? There's a lot of questions there that we need to ask this six-eyed freak that's gone hiding in the castle. After you've put your tux on, of course, G5.
Yeah, that probably helped.
Yeah, you can put your tux on. Also, let's have a look at the fallen hero. Let me just.
Oh yeah, let's have a moment for Nemo, man.
Yeah, let me. Is it gonna right? There's Michael. He's not around. He's buggered off somewhere.
The daredevil around. You should have been riding the bloody animal.
He's suffering from NPC syndrome.
NPC syndrome, man, can strike any time.
Yeah, he's trying to find some extreme sports to do. Remember the Zobu bars? That was fun times.
I do remember the Zobu
Yeah,
bars.
fun times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Let's remember the fallen hero. Why is it not letting me?
We met Nemo around then, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was not long after that.
We'll give him a Viking burial.
There we go.
There he is.
Oh, man, our friend. What do you think could constitute a Viking burial? Do you think we should put like a...
We put a real grenade in his mouth.
Well, I was thinking a plutonium pellet in him, and don't know what that'd do. Just a mini mushroom cloud. Just
slowly.
Can we sort of fire him into space, search for Spock style or whatever it was? Or,
yeah, I mean, you could. You could.
Yeah, we could make a Genesis bomb out of him if we just strap him to a slug of plutonium and fire him at a moon.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, I mean, we need to honour him in some way, don't we? And being robots, we're probably not entirely sure what that way is. Let's keep his body.
We could use it for a crime. Help me with my milestones. Or I might find someone who has the desire to do things to dead bodies, which, you know.
It was kind of a friend.
I mean, they're a sort of a insect, hive mind type, they probably just eat them. Reabsorb them back into the hive.
Well, let's find out what his species does and try our best to mimic it. Does Nico know?
No, I mean, like you say, he's never really spent much time with anyone other than his family,
of course,
his species. So I don't really know, and they talked about a lot, but not about how he wanted to be buried or his funeral.
A funeral pyre, I think, is the best way, isn't it? I mean, that's it's a fairly
pretty universal, isn't it?
Yeah.
People like being set on fire.
They do.
Oh, that's fair enough. So whereabouts?
Well, a real awesome burial. I suppose if we're taking this guy out of the castle,
should we just put
we could put him in the castle and burn the castle down with him, innit? And he'll take the castle then to the afterlife with him.
I was going to say, would it be
remember how
a funeral pyre on the Zobo stage?
Yeah, just memory flashing before your eyes. So this is where you are. So what you want to burn the whole castle down?
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Well, after we've evacuated it, it's not going to be of any use to anyone, is it? And we'd be honouring a great friend. Or our friend.
Well, hang on a second. Let's not forget what we learnt from our psychic powers.
I'm not sure we know what we learned. What did we learn?
We learned that this guy wants to leave someone behind,
Really?
and I can't help thinking he maybe wants to leave. Well, I mean, he's like some kind of minor royalty, isn't he?
The person he wants to leave behind is more valuable and a better person than him. That's going to be
I
my
think
gut
I think it's
feeling.
a king or something, and he wants to be he can be the most. I don't know.
Well, let's tie him to a chair and get it out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, he's off in the distance. He's hiding behind a rock. Every so often, you see his six-eyed head popping out, seeing if it's safe. And he gives it quite, a while. But as you're dragging on,
G5, you need to get yourself back into some sort of.
I'm not sure.
Put your talks on, man.
I don't know. Well, do you think? I mean, do we need
Or do you
to?
think your
be
shelves
friends
on the
with this guy?
outside? What's the description of this thing?
what's the description of what? Sorry.
Oh, you blew yourself up with it though, with the spikes, didn't you?
Oh, sorry, that thing. Yeah, the quill thing. Yeah. So, well, sort of. So I blew the. I mean,
Does it say anything about blowing off? Because obviously anyone's going to be wearing clothes, so it might say.
it says despite the distillation's name, the armor can take on any form: scales, quills, or even rock-like plates. I mean, it is an extension of me, so it does kind of make sense that it would be underneath my clothes, really.
So, is that how you failed with it? You just exploded it inside you.
Yeah,
you.
maybe that's how. Yeah. No, I mean it can't be. That would be a bit impractical if it just rendered you naked every time you used it.
It would be a bit shit, really.
Maybe your clothes are just tattered where a few holes have been punched in.
No, I reckon it must,
man.
it must envelop you in some way. It must just sort of like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I reckon it is what it is. You've got to carry a spare set of clothes. Like the Hulk.
They've not thought this through, have they?
I mean, I'd argue 3 lethal damage from spikes is just 3 puncture wounds, isn't it? It's not like...
Exactly, yeah, it won't have destroyed your clothes.
It's not an AoE, is it?
Yeah.
In terms of a fireball, it's more of a...
Yeah.
It's sprayed a load of holes in it if you look closely enough. But yeah, you're right, it's not going to have destroyed his clothes.
In fact, actually, given that it was a horrific failure, a dramatic failure, maybe it just exploded inwardly instead of outwardly, and therefore there's no damage to the suit at all.
Yeah, your clothes just puffed up for a second as you...
Yeah. Right, yeah, so I suppose the inner layer of your suit's ripped to shreds, but the outer layer's fine. So yeah, you look perfectly. But yeah, you have to kind of shake your suit out and get rid of all the quills that have collected at the bottom.
Shake them out of your trouser leg, man.
Yeah.
He comes bounding over. Then is it over? Are they dead? Oh, your poor friend gave his life for us. You'll be remembered.
They're dead. How the hell are you looking after yourself on this planet? You don't seem ready for combat. I mean, what happens when these guys attack? Generally speaking, you just run inside your castle.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think that's been informed.
There were more of us when we first arrived. They had guards, family guards, and other guards. But they have all fell. Oh, there's only a few of us left. Well, I mean, just me left.
Hang on.
Okay, who else is left?
Yeah.
Are you sure there's nobody else in the castle?
No. Just me. It's just us now. We're gonna get your ship repaired, and then we'll return.
You need to know what's really going on here.
Oh,
You're not on your own, are you?
it depends. Are you giving me a manipulation and intimidation, perhaps?
Let's. Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe I should be more persuasive than intimidating.
Mm.
Please,
Come on, tell Charles.
tell us. Hang on. Let's do that again, and let's do it without actually rolling an attack roll.
Oh, excuse me.
Mhm.
Is your head frozen again, this one?
Oh,
No,
God's sake.
I'm just not moving now.
That's not a lightsaber attack.
He's just
There we go. It's not very successful.
just me, as I said. Don't have to worry about that. Actually, hang on. Let me just
Do the
double
ray
check.
guns?
I think it's a contested roll. This, so let me find where the old
Speak to me, man.
systems
I can make you
Speak to
talk.
Uncle Charlie.
are. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Charles knows.
Just let me see what you need to be rolling then, Charles.
I remove his inhibitions. But that'll just make him arrogant, I suppose.
Right. Yeah, it's right. It's manipulation and either empathy or intimidation, depending how you want to go, minus his resolve, which is 2.
Okay. I will go down the manipulation and empathy route. And I will put a point of willpower in.
All right.
And then deduct 2.
That's pretty
That's
good.
good. Yeah. Right. He looks at you and then he breaks down. Oh, please forgive me. There are others. The princess, she is with me. But I only did what I did because I feared for her safety. She couldn't stand another space journey.
It's okay. Charles forgives you and understands. But we must go and get the princess. We can't leave her here alone. Yeah, as good as that might be in your eyes.
I mean, I suppose we must, but I mean, perhaps
We don't want the Balvarians to get hold of her
No, I suppose not.
and devour her.
Right, okay, then we'll go and get the queen.
Don't worry, Fengu. Don't worry, Fengu. You can tell me these things that you do. I won't judge you.
I'll tell you what, guys. I'm just going to slope off into that tower over there and plug myself into a main socket if I can.
You can. There's the
Such joke.
yeah. The navigation tower's got power.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Is there any power in the castle?
No.
Okay.
It's all.
The guy lived and wants to stay alive.
I take it we can also draw power in our flying saucer as well, given its plutonium powered. It must give off quite a bit of electric. And
Well, that's true.
I can give off electric for you, man. Oh no. Yeah, no, I've still got that alembic, so I can still generate. So I can heal you.
Yeah, you wouldn't get much electric off the flying saucer. It is used for the plutonium's used for explosions. As a fuel. It sort of fires like a nuclear bomb to power it. But yeah, S2 can heal you up, or you've got the generator that's powering the navigation machine. How much?
Just sit down next to me in the ship, and I'll just buzz.
Okay, yeah, I'm willing to wait because I don't want to let this six-eyed freak bugger off on his own anywhere.
No, well, I'm going to go and plug myself into the generator.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
I've taken 3 points of lethal, so as you can see, I'm
I could have just put my arm around you.
I've got wound
I
penalties.
put my arm around the 6-side freak.
Okay.
It's okay, friend. You tell me your darkest things, your darkest secrets.
Well, I mean, I pretty much told you one of my darkest ones there, but
Keeping the princess locked up. But what drove you? What drove you to do these things? I need to know.
Well, I mean, I think you've pretty much worked it out, haven't you? What was going on? You were pretty much saying it.
Maybe I was. But now you've said I have no idea of anything I've just said.
Well, that he was leaving her because he wanted to be.
Oh, he wanted to be the last.
The top dog, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, she's no threat to you. She's the princess. You'll still be top dog. You'll be the male heir. It's your seed that carries the family name.
Yes, but I'm not the royal family. I'm just a lord.
Ah.
She's the queen.
Well, then you must serve her. Accept your place.
Hey, maybe marry her if there's no other males left, you know. We'll help you out, man. This guy's a bit of a love doctor here, man. You know, Charles knows a thing about it.
Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time you succeeded. If there's only the princess left, we'll go now. Finish her off. Strike her down.
Hey, hang on a minute.
I don't want to kill her.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Space madness. Ignore him.
What's it? No, what's it? Let's try and remove his inhibitions, man.
Charles, think about the bounty.
Well, that's an exceptional success.
No, this is a crime, man. This is a milestone. People are taking dramatic fails everywhere to get ahead. Right, 8 successes there, man.
Wow. Right, yeah. So, what are you trying to do? Get him to murder the princess?
Right, sorry, this is a contested role, man. He has his composure and does it as a.
He's gonna need some composure.
Yeah, I don't think he's that composed, really. Oh, hang on. That's a 10. Can he do it? Let's keep going. Nope. 1 success. Right, so you convince him that rather than just leaving her on the planet, you want him to go and murder her.
Well, that's the crime, man. The regicide can't get much bigger than that. And they am aiding and abetting in it. And this is what he wants, man. He wants this, you know. So, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you because it's not. He hasn't got a murderous intention. You're right. That's not what he wanted. But his deepest desire is to be the guy. You know what I mean? And his vice. So I'm just reading what remove inhibitions does. So feeding the limbic causes the target to progress from a moment of weakness to a complete loss of inhibitions. His vice takes over, dictating his actions. Any resistance erodes his will to the point where he no longer can resist.
He gives into his vice completely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and plug myself in with G5.
So that was arrogance. So yeah, I think he's gonna insist. You know, no, let's just leave her. She'll be fine on this planet. Let her see out her days in her family star system. We will leave. We will spread the word. We'll tell of her name, and then I shall return, and the Fengus will rule what is left of Rigel 7, or the new Rigel that we set up. We do not need to murder her. She's fine anyway. She's a weak leader. People don't need her. Come, let us repair your ship.
Yes.
Be away.
Right, I need to go and consult with S1 and G5.
Well, you guys let yourself in.
He can go back to the ship and right. This guy's terrible. I mean, at least killing the princess now would mean that she dies a normal way. You know what I mean? Clean, painless death. We could sort that out. But he won't even give her that. He wants her to basically die in this castle being raped by Balvarians. So I reckon we go and get her. I reckon we go and get her. This guy's, I try to hit my milestone, guys. I'm sorry.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's not quite worked out the way I wanted it to. So let's do something.
It's still a crime. I mean, what?
I know it's still a crime.
Yeah,
just
you're a
leaving.
conspirator and a treasoner or something along those lines.
No, but it's shit treason, man. I mean, like, just leaving the princess behind. It's asking for someone just like us to come along and find her. And then we're in the shit.
I think we should take her back. We may as well turn having royalty to our. Right, it can only benefit us.
Remember what your breaking point is as well, S2. Is he?
Oh, shit.
Now he's confessed this crime to you. If you go and grass him up, then.
Oh, I've just gone and grassed him up.
What? Who's who?
So these two. Or is it outside of the group?
Outside, because he confessed to them as well. But if.
Right, okay. Yeah. In that case, yeah. Well, if we get the princess, I can't tell her, though.
No.
Yeah, I'll break. That's what I'm telling these guys.
Okay. We won't tell the princess that this guy's evil.
Mm-hmm. And he'll keep him in check because we can just always pretend that we can tell her.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy could just get pushed out of the window.
It happens, man.
People float around space all the time.
We passed them all. Yeah, I'm sure we passed a few on the way.
Right, are you plugging yourself into the electric?
Yeah.
Are we gonna power? Are we gonna get all our health back and what have you?
How much health have you lost collectively?
I think I've lost 4.
4 lethal.
Yep, 4 lethal.
Blimey.
I've still got that 1 bashing damage.
What was that from the crash landing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that healed. That's...
Yeah,
you got that then.
Yeah, no, I've got 3 lethal.
All right. Well, yeah, you grab the wires, give yourself a good jolt. You get a jolt, S1. And as you top yourself up, you hear the sort of hum from the machine, sort of, and the lights stop flickering.
Right.
Oh, I forgot about my spin doctor. I've got spin doctor as a merit. I've just remembered I picked it up last time. I need to do more jibber jabber.
Did it give us any Pyros back as well?
Yeah.
Just your health.
Just health, right, okay. Yeah. Right, let's go and get this princess.
Right. Oh, I mean, I assume you're giving old Probos a Viking funeral. Is that you stacking him up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you're going to get the princess now. Wait, no, come on.
No, we don't tell my guy. We just go from the. We give Probos a seat at sender. Right, you go and wait in the ship. We've just got to go and have a slash before we go.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and wait in the ship with him.
Yeah, we don't even know where this princess is. I mean, is she in the castle?
Assuming.
Yeah.
I reckon we go. Let's quickly go to the castle, G5.
Yeah, let's go in the castle.
I'll get on the ship, and I'm just ready at a moment's notice to just behead this traitor.
Yeah.
I hope the princess is evil.
I mean, the ship is still broken.
Oh, right, okay. I still don't trust him.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Have Nick Owen... Oh, yeah, Probos was died.
They didn't really have a very good run at it, did they?
If he'd have got on with it straight away like I told him.
Well, you can lead a horse to water.
I know.
Okay, let's grab the princess and bring her to our broken ship. Oh, I've got Geordie rig. So I'll tell you what, I'll fanny around with a few wires and probes and stuff.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Right.
Can I ghost in the machine into the spaceship and do a diagnostic? That will help.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really. You can see it's the landing gear is smashed off, so
We don't need that.
the sort of these legs. I didn't realize when I was, taking this picture that he was going to roll so badly on his landing roll.
So basically, one of these legs is gone. We can get a tree. We just get a tree and jab it in.
There you go. That's what jury rigs for, I suppose.
It's wheat.
Yeah.
Get some of this sweet. Looks beefy enough.
I'll find something other than wheat to jury rig the leg with.
Right, yeah. Have a look at it. There is
Space wheat, man. Stuff.
abandoned kind of farm equipment around, so you could probably find some.
Yeah, there's gonna be some. Oh, right, I'm gonna go rooting for jury rig style stuff while these two go and get Her Majesty.
Right, fair enough. Right, you head up to the castle and go in. It is a big building. You realise, there's plenty of places that someone could be hiding out. Are you going in? Are you shouting, or are you being?
Let's just go in and look around, man. Let's not go shouting. Let's just look in every room. G5.
Yeah, you look around. There's nothing on the ground floor. Takes you a while.
Go up to where he pokes his head out from, that room.
You go up. As you're searching that floor, you hear occasionally, the sound of someone walking around in the rooms, and eventually you go into one room and you hear someone say, "Stop right there! I'm armed." And a couple of guys come out with ray guns, dressed in sort of fairly similar clothes to Fengu, but with different insignias.
You don't look like a princess.
Princess, how do you know about the princess?
Fengu told us.
Fengu told us, indeed.
Fengu told you? Who are you? Whoa.
We're here to save you. We're here to take you to Octilion B.
We have a spaceship. It almost works.
Praise the space gods. And you're here to save the princess, yes?
Yes, that's who. Sorry. That's the only person we've got room for, I'm afraid. Sorry if I raised your hopes there momentarily, chaps.
They look at each other.
Oh, go on. We'll see if we can squeeze you on board.
I think there's plenty of room on the spaceship. Is there plenty of room on the spaceship?
They're all right, though. Well, the princess is the main thing. If you could fit us, that would be great, but we must save the princess.
You're honourable people.
Yeah, these guys are good.
Yeah.
I look at their eyes. I look deep into their eyes.
Oh, it'll freak her out.
What sort of eyes do these men have?
You don't have to roll for that, do you?
No, I just...
Loyal, good people. They've got minor vices, but nothing evil.
One likes a thumb up the backside, does he?
Yeah.
That kind of I say.
The other one's a bit of one of them shoplifters that just does it for the thrill. Or at least they did. They did before they came here. As with Fengu, their spirit's been broken.
Buzz off the shoplifter.
Yeah.
I'm not to him. It's good, man. It's good.
They go and they go into a back room, and you see this woman stood in there. You're here to save us.
Yes, I bow before her.
Oh,
Space Princess.
Thank the principal. I knew you would come.
Oh, you need to thank Fengu.
Fengu?
Yes, he negotiated with us to save you all.
Oh, what a hero. Oh, his name will be praised throughout the system. Rigel 7 won't die so long as I stay alive. Yes. Come now, you have a ship.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, you need to pack your royal heirlooms. We don't know how much room we've got, though. We don't know about your guards. We're going to see if we can fit them on. But they were happy enough to...
Oh, my guards are loyal. They have protected me so far. If it comes to that, I'm sure they'll do the honourable thing, won't you? And they both yes, my lady. Your life is paramount. Come, let us go to your ship. Maybe this nightmare will soon be over.
Mm.
Oh,
We're going
yeah.
to stop off at Rigel 7 first and just check out the Zodiac Knights, yeah?
Oh, but the Zodiac Knights, they never came. They're not there. There is no point in searching them out.
Well, you know,
Please, we must go to Octillion B.
I know. That's where I want to go, really.
Yes.
Space and Ultrasound, you know.
Oh, I long to see him. Yes.
I've got a recording. We can watch it on the way.
Oh, excellent. Oh, I knew it. I knew this nightmare would be over soon. Perhaps it'll all be over.
Yeah, you'll be dining with Space and Atra.
Yes.
Walk around Octillion B, recognized as the true queen that you are.
You have no sense of adventure. You have no desire to explore and seek out these Pandorans.
Mm.
I have seen these things, seen what they have done to my world. Oh, it is a travesty. I could not look upon them again.
We'll have to ask my leader. Yes, he's on the spacecraft. He can decide. But I'll tell him of your intentions.
Okay, yes. Well, anyway, quickly to my ship. You see, she sort of points to her trunks, and the guards come and start dragging these two huge ornate trunks.
I'm not sure if there's room for those.
Well, we don't know. I mean, how much room is there on this ship? It looks pretty big. And usually they're just hollow, aren't they? Pretty much.
Yeah,
Like,
storage on. How many was there? There was.
with
It's like
Probe.
a Bentley, isn't it? And they have storage all over it and in crevices and.
Yeah, you could definitely get the trunks on. You've got 6.
Probe is gone now, so
Yeah.
that's more space. And we don't need to sit down, do we? We just
Yeah,
we can go to storage and lie
Well, I'm
down.
flying it because our pilot's dead.
I'll get in the boot.
Mm.
Yeah, you reckon you could all squeeze in if you can manage it.
No.
All right, so you.
Probably full of jewels and things, so that's always nice.
Right, so while they've been getting the princess, you've been looking at this, and you reckon you could probably fix it. It's taken a lot of damage, but you can jury rig. You found sort of some old, an old plough that you reckon you could dismantle and create a crude leg. You're not sure how well it's going to stand up to the ravages of, space, but yeah, you can give it a go. So what is your jury rig?
Crafts.
All right.
So I'm going to go for crafts and dexterity to agilely position it.
Yeah.
Can any of the NPCs help?
Spengu
look like a man who can jury rig a thing or two.
Not really, no. Maybe jury rig a fancy banquet.
Oh, Fengu.
One of the guards.
Niku can give you a hand.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. He's not very good at these things. In fact, he's terrible at these things.
Right. Okay. I'll just do it with my own dexterous claw.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Right. Yeah. It's looking good. Well, actually, you need 5 successes. So let's see how long it's going to take to get 5. That's the first.
Okay. So what's that? Is that the first hour or something?
Yeah, that's the first hour. So you guys are back by this point. You can see he's got some.
Oh.
Right.
No, 2 hours it's done.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Onto the spaceship. Right. So, Rigel 7 it is then, chaps.
Mm-hmm. Right. Give us your drive, dexterity and drive, and.
Hello, Princess. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. I'll be your pilot on this journey to Rigel 7.
I'm afraid he's the captain. He decides where we go.
That's an excellent cop out,
I'm
that's too.
sorry, my princess. I tried.
This is a mistake. Right, you get it flying. It goes up into space. You're looking at the sort of the navigation systems. Nothing's lit up though.
Oh,
Yeah, you press
nothing's lit up. What? There's
Take the squid, fly it up.
yeah, there's no navigational signals that you can pick up on.
Oh, I see. Right.
Okay, but that might not be the worst thing in the
Oh,
world because
flying.
I take it Rigel's like a star system then, is it? It's not just a singular star.
Well, there's the star. Rigel 7 is a planet, and what you're on currently is a moon on that planet. So you can see, right? You can see the planet, and you can steer yourself in the general direction of it. But there's nothing.
Can we see? Can we? Are there other instruments on the ship that can like?
That way, man.
Yeah. Are there instruments on the ship that can sort of like scan the surface of the planet and, for instance,
Find those mountains.
ascertain where the highest point on the planet is?
No.
Well, that's a shame.
I mean, there's like I say, the scanner navigation, whatever you call it, is not lit up at all.
No.
So normally there'd be like beacon things like that on a planet which
Yeah.
guide it, which spaceships fire off radar to.
So I reckon I'm
going
imagining
into-
plutonium's a fairly long-lasting fuel source. Why don't we fly to the planet and then fly into atmosphere and just do a couple of laps of the? How fast can this thing fly in atmosphere, Games Master? Is it like?
You get a couple of 100 miles. Yeah, well, yeah.
Mach 5 or?
Mach 5.
I'm thinking Mach 10 for a flying saucer.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. We'll say Mach 5. That's a really...
Plutonium powered.
Plutonium, Mach 5.
What about these guys? These guys. I mean, any of these natives? Can they not tell us? I mean, I'm guessing we're looking down on this planet. We can see features. We can see continents.
Yeah, pick a continent and we'll go.
Oh, no, not just pick a continent. I want to know where is the highest point on this. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, well, there is actually some very high mountains ranges. They say it's not very populated, but yeah, the mountains where what they call Zodiac Nights should have been.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the point. Yeah.
That's what I'm after.
Yeah. Once you get, well, it takes you a bit of time to fly through, a couple of hours, and you're near enough, flying at the sort of space station height, the ISS, so you can see the continents. You see this big mountain range that they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Again, nothing's coming up. When they explain, they say that there should be beacons telling you where to go, and that board should be flashing and going wild now. But this is the problem: all their communications have gone dead. The darkness that takes the stars. You can see the star. There is something encasing half of it. Like there's a shell covering the sort of far side of it.
It's like someone's building a Dyson sphere around it.
It is a bit like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they say that since that's come, all communication is dead. Most of their technology's been just dying. All their automated, irrigation systems and that has just died. Ships fuck up. It does sound a little reminiscent to you guys as a wasteland of just these things are just dying. Things are falling apart, just not working, even though, no matter how much you try and fix it, it's fucked. Yeah, it's happened on the planet, and no one knows why it's happened. What?
So if we fly low over these mountains, can we see anything? I mean, obviously none of the beacons are working, but Can we see any evidence of buildings or?
Not at the height you're at, no.
No.
At least
Do we want to get down here? Do we still think this is a good idea, or is this a terrible idea?
This is a great idea, man.
Good.
landing in the mountains.
Yeah, or going down into the mountains and just flying around for a bit. Even if you have to fly around for hours at Mach 5, you can cover a lot of ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you cover a lot of ground looking, and after a few hours, you do see something sort of shining on the horizon. Something reflecting. But yeah, you can't. Well, I suppose, like you say, you're flying around for several hours. You do eventually see a building, sort of basically like a church. It's made out of sort of polished stone. It reminds you of where you woke up, that sort of architecture. Only this is well preserved and obviously isn't crumbled down. This temple, but it's a difficult place to land. You reckon you're gonna have to, this is on top of, their version of Everest, so landing your fly saucer is going to be pretty dangerous. You're going to have to land in the foothills at least.
Okay.
But you do, as you're flying around looking for the foothills, you do see there's a sort of little town, maybe at the bottom, that you could land nearby.
Ooh.
Okay, swoop down. And as gentle a landing as possible. I mean, I take it this thing has got some sort of VTOL capabilities, so I try and touch down like a feather.
Okay. For a truly successful landing, you're going to need 3 successes. Ooh. 1 will get you down, smashing your ship, but not killing you. No successes, and it's
game over.
Game
all right.
over.
I grip my teeth. I've got a good firm grip on the.
Is there any help?
1 success.
One success, right? You land, but with a smash, and your jury rig thing's gone now. This is going to need proper repairing. Lifted up onto a space ramp thing, so you can get underneath it and fix it. And yeah, probably beyond your novice skills, but you're all alive.
Okay, so just a quick question with regards to that.
Mm-hmm.
Could we get on the ship and take off? We just can never land again.
No, you'd need to repair it to be able to.
So we can't even take. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The Queen's, she's lost a couple of earrings in the crash, but
your cough has made you quiet.
Oh, right.
The AI that controls your computer.
Getting bored of the game. Right, so yeah, they get out. It's like, I feel this is folly. You saw the temple. There was no one there. Come, let us go into town and find a different ship and fly our way out. Yes, this is what we should do.
But surely the people in town would have left if that was a possibility. Why don't we find out what's going on and leave together? It'll be okay, Princess. I've done this thousands of times.
She looks at her guard.
You haven't got anything to hide, have you, Princess? I look into her eyes.
And what's that? That's the...
I look to see what her desires are. I might try and charm her, actually, as well.
Yeah. Her desires seem to be to get off this planet at any cost. She wants to.
So, like a dark desire. What's her dark desire? What does she not? Sometimes dream about doing, which is naughty and wrong.
Well, I mean, the ultimate sort of thing is
riding crap.
She won't spare anyone for for her own safety, and it's not completely selfish. She's the royal line, and that comes before anything else. So she'd happily fuck you guys over to get off the planet. She'd murder anyone to get off.
Right.
Do anything she can just to make sure she gets out safely.
Fair enough. Well, we'll look after her.
Yeah, well,
I like her style.
Mm.
But that means, but she's, in this case though, man, if we're triggering her a little bit here by looking at things she doesn't want us to look at.
Well, if she escapes and buggers off to Octillion on her own, that's cool.
What, in the broken spaceship?
Well, she said she was going to go to town and find another spaceship. I mean, I just reckon the advice to her is, stay here and we'll all leave together. We've got you this far, we can do this. We've just got to investigate this and then we'll get off. If you go into town, I reckon you're going to get yourself murder killed. Something tells me that murder kill waits for you in town, Princess, but...
She doesn't argue with that. She's like, you think I should stay here with my guards, of course.
Stay here with your guards and your valuables, because I'm not being funny. Anyone who had the means to leave will have gone. All that's going to be on this planet now is Mad Max people. I reckon it's just happy harnesses and murder all the way now.
I can't help it, though. If she stays here with her guards, are they not just going to point a gun at Nikel's head and tell him to fly off the planet and leave us behind?
He can't fly off, the ship's fucked.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Fair enough.
Plus, Nico doesn't know how to fly these things.
You can fly him straight into the mountainside and see
Yeah, I forgot about that.
To be fair, they don't know that. So maybe,
yeah, it could be an option. Well, if we hear an explosion when we're halfway up the mountain, then we'll...
Yeah, fair enough.
That'll be a big tell.
Well, yeah, I should say as well, as soon as you land and Michael sees the snow-capped mountains, he's like, oh, wow! And he pulls this bent bit of metal that he's formed into like a snowboard and just goes sprinting off.
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh, Michael, you know what you're doing, mate.
Oh, cool.
What is it? Powder. Yeah, it's going to go and get myself some gnarly powder, guys. Bye.
See you soon, Michael.
So what are you doing? Is everyone else staying at their ship?
I think so. I think Nico, it might be a bit dangerous for him. I mean, is this snow-capped? Well, it is, you've just said so. It's going to be cold. I don't think us three are going to be bothered by the cold. Nico will probably need fingers, toes, and arms cutting off. Because we've not brought any mountain climbing clothing for him, have we?
We did bring warm clothes. We did bring winter clothes.
He did buy winter clothes, didn't he? And it could be space winter clothes.
Yeah, no. In fact, as he remembers this,
let's give him the choice.
That's in the other ship.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He's only got his prison guard's uniform.
Yeah.
He's dressed as a prison guard.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Nico, you're going to have to stay here, mate.
Yeah, before my
thermal. It's not a thermal uniform, man, for those cold nights, man.
No, it was summer on Octillion B. Everyone, a light space.
It was like a mankini uniform, man.
Yeah, it was really warm summer nights. He didn't, the guards don't need much. Before Michael fucks off, he lights a campfire for him using his new alembics. And yeah, cuts off to get himself some powder, as they say.
Right, looks like it's us three.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a couple of miles into town. As you sort of get in there, you can see the remnants of farms all overgrown. Yeah, I mean this part isn't snow capped. You know, you landed at the snow line, so you're going down into fields. Still fairly cold, but not freezing.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a small town made out of. Imagine like a cowboy town, but made out of sheets of aluminium rather than wood.
Do we want to go to the town or just head straight up the mountain?
Oh right, yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm thinking going to town.
I'm thinking the town's full of happy harness wearing mass murderers. I'm looking the other way.
No, they might be all right, man. They might have like formed a coherent society whereby people get along.
But there's nothing attracting us there, whereas up in the mountains is Zodiac Nights and the answer to our history.
Yeah, no, that's much better.
I think answers first and then figuring out how to get off the planet later. We might find a portal up here, man.
Makes sense.
We don't know, do we? There could be anything up here. If this is human future tech or whatever we suspect it is.
Right, so you're gonna head up the mountain. I mean, it is, like I say, it's too cold for humans really if they aren't in special gear. But you register this, but it doesn't slow you down in any way. You trudge on through the snow. I mean, that slows you down a bit, but you still make good time.
We trudge on, man.
A few hours go by. Give us wits and composure rolls.
I think your AI's turned you down.
Is this too much for it? God, what a thing.
Too much, man.
The Republic of Gamers. What a shitty.
All right, man. I'm composed. I'm witty.
Witty and composed. Are you witty and composed, S1?
Yeah, I didn't even bother with composure by the look of it. I'm just
Living by your wits, man. We're just making witty remarks about the snow.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Are we being witty and composed for some reason?
You are, yes.
We're watching Michael cut some moves, man, and making.
What's the reasoning?
Well, roll and find out.
Okay.
The space Yetis got you.
That's a couple of successes.
You do. You hear a sort of a. Wah!
Oh God, that is a space Yeti.
It does sound like a space yeti. And yeah, you get that feeling there is something predatory stalking you in the snow. What do you do? Do you carry on? Try and lure it out? Do you face it head on? Mandrill style?
Let's try and lure it out, man.
Let's just get on, man. Ignore it. It's probably not really going to want us once it realizes we're made of what's it? Metal. Or copper, or whatever it is, we know.
I don't suppose we even know.
Tin.
So carrying on.
Yeah, but I like, keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Did we get a pretty good idea of which direction it's coming from, this noise?
Yeah, it's. I suppose it wasn't as over top as that. It was more of a kind of gurgling that you heard on the wind. But now you've heard it. It's on. It's behind you.
Oh, excuse me.
You realise, it's not that hard to follow you with the trail and the snow that you're leaving. And you come up to a bit where there's a sort of overhang that you reckon is, would be a good place to ambush a group of people if you were a space yet.
Oh.
Okay, one of us should be a low, like G5 and his exploding spike body.
Yeah, the smaller one of us.
Why don't you act as bait and go to the overhang and we'll...
I'll wait. I'll power up, get my spark ready.
Yeah.
And then if you get injured, I can shoot you with a spark and heal you.
I'll spend some pyros. You see these plates of armor emerge, covered in spines.
And are you still wearing your disguise? You're going to take it off.
I might take it off for this.
I'm keeping mine on. I like it.
Right, so you powered up your spines. Are you powering up your arc? Did you say?
Yeah. I'll start again. Well, I don't need to do the area effect.
In fact, actually, do you know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind if it's all right with you. I'm going to power up my gurgling, you say? Like a I have a sneaky suspicion about this. I'm actually going to power up.
S1, why don't you transform into a space yeti and do a mating call and let it mate?
I want to get a good look at it because I might well turn into a space yeti.
Right. Well, yeah. If
your buttocks.
Well, I mean, assuming this does get to combat, you'll have to spend like an attack doing nothing but staring at it.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. G5's got it covered.
It's a tough old thing. Right, so what did you say you were doing, G5? What's the power up?
Yeah, so I'm going to slightly... let me just double check this stamina.
He's giving off Yeti pheromones.
Deep musk.
Yeah, I'm going to put some wits into this.
It gets 5 attacks around. No one's ever even heard of that in World of Darkness. The moment it smells the pheromones, that's it.
Right. Putting some wits into this.
You'll need it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, really?
No, the wits, man.
Just watch him shamble into the snow.
That is quite an unlucky roll, really.
I think you lack of stamina and weaponry. I think are at the core of the failure of this.
Oh well, yeah.
Your stamina's 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Subnormal stamina, man. You got the stamina of an asthmatic.
Yeah.
So is this when you were you haven't walked off on your own yet, have you? Or
no, this was me powering the suit up. It kind of went wrong. It didn't work.
Right.
So I'm thinking maybe I'm not going to just march out there without my powered up suit.
Retributive.
Not a bad idea.
Sorry, guys, but I'm not wandering out there with no armor.
Come on, man. We still need bait, man.
Yeah, well, you've got loads of defense. You be the bait.
No, man. I've had to work hard for this defense. I've had to spend experience.
I suppose I could be the bait. I am nice and fast.
And you are highly defensed.
Right, okay. I activate my perfected reflexes. And I'm ready to just... I'm ambidextrous as well, aren't I? So, I'm ready to either shoot or chop this freak, depending on when it leaps out.
Sweet. Right, so you're walking towards the overhang.
Yeah.
Well, you get there. You can sense something above you.
Oh, the AI's kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Hang on a sec. Right.
AI control.
Yeah. Right, you stand there, you look over your shoulder, you can see this thing. It's not exactly what we call a Yeti. It's like a big, snow, what they call saber-toothed tigers, but
Oh,
white
cool.
and with a big mane of silvery hair. It was almost disappeared into the snow until you saw its teeth. And it's staring right at you, and it looks like it's about to pounce. It's going to leap to. What are you going to? In fact, yeah, it's about to leap at you. So what do you do?
Well, I've got me. Hang on a minute. I might dodge. I might dodge on the first attack. I can do something special with my dodge with my perfected reflexes. So I get the 8 again rule on it. So how do I dodge?
I think it's you roll something, like I think it's possibly dexterity and athletics, or and then it's that your successes minus could take away from his successes. If that makes sense, yeah, he's
Yeah.
right. Let me have a look. Here we go. Dodge 88. A dodge at any point before a character's action, she can choose to dodge. Doing so takes up your normal action. So this will be your attack this turn. When dodging, double the character's defense. Oh, hang on. Double the character's defense, but do not subtract it from attack rolls. Instead, roll defense as a dice pool, then subtract each success from the attacker's success. Right. If it reduces the attack to 0, the attack deals no damage. Apply successes from dodging before any weapons modifier. All right, okay. Yeah, so you roll double your defense and it rolls its attack.
So I'll roll 22 dice with 8 again.
Well, I think so. Let me just read this again. Make sure. When dodging, double the character's defense. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well, let's see what it can do. Right, so it's rolled 1, 2 successes. God, this thing's
right, hang on then.
he's
Right, there's all sorts going on there.
Yeah, and it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 8 successes.
And I've got it on 8 again, haven't I? So I should, but I don't think I need to, do I really?
Well, not really, no. Unless you want to dodge back into space and
goodbye, everybody. I've reached a milestone I didn't know existed.
Yeah. You come out in Space Sinatra's concert.
He's just stood there crying.
Hands you a glass of champagne and cheers. Yeah. No, you roll out the way, and it looks at the snow. It's you've dodged so well. It's like it's confused. Clawed at the snow, thinking it, and then it's like, where is it? So you've got a surprise attack on it,
right?
If you wish.
Yeah, I'll take that. Where are we up to? What's its defense?
Nothing. It's a surprise attack.
Oh,
it's
of course.
Right. Staring at the snow.
8.
Nice.
It is nice. Yeah, you have a. Let me just. Yeah, no, it's pretty much dead. That's it, full of lethal now. So it's bleeding out in the snow. It's quite a majestic animal. I suppose you've got your opportunity now to stare and study it, or do you put it out of its misery straight away?
I'll study it and then put it out of its misery.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Mm.
you give us a wits and composure as you're studying it.
Okay. You may have been AI'd again.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you're studying it, you can see it's sort of studying you, or at least looking at you as it's dying. You realise it's not looking at you. It's not looking you in the eye. It's looking at your utility belt.
Oh.
Interesting.
But yeah, you study it. You memorise its form. So yeah, you can put form of the snow tiger.
Can I attempt to save it when I realise it's looking at my utility belt, or is it's curtains for this thing?
You could try and save it.
Because that's just weirded me out a bit.
You've got animal Ken, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's
Right,
on
give us a wits and animal Ken to see if you can.
What's on that utility belt you've got?
Yeah, why is it interesting? Oh, hang on. I've got a skull full of pheromones in it.
Delicious, tasty crab pheromones.
Oh,
Yeah, you can see it's. I mean, it's kind of obvious now. You look where you'd sliced it. Its peck is pretty much falling off and pissing blood out. So if you could find some way of stopping that, give us a dexterity. Well, is that? I think probably. You got anything in medicine? Has anyone got anything in medicine?
no, I've got dexterity and crafts to stitch its peck back on.
Intelligence and craft. See if you can.
Ooh.
Oh no, go on. You've done the mental bit, I suppose. Yeah, give us your a dexterity and crafts to form some kind of bandage or.
I'll have a go. I'm sorry, Beast.
Right, yeah, you stop it from dying.
I honour it by giving it the crabs, the skull with the pheromone.
Are you letting it drink from it? Yeah, you're giving it a sort of.
Yeah.
It starts lapping it up like the wild creature it is. Yeah, you see after a bit, it looks at you and gives you a bit of that knowing nod. Predator to predator. You've done me proud. It heals up a point of damage, and once it's licked the skull clean, it sort of nudges its head against you as a sign of respect and limps off into the snow.
Right, I feel kind of good that I've saved him. I feel kind of bad that
Moment.
And then again, it would have hurt me, wouldn't it? So
That was its plan. So yeah, it can't really hold that against you.
No. All's well that ends well.
Yeah. Are you keeping the empty skull, or are you?
Yeah. It seems to be a good vessel for, carrying liquids. It's done all right up to now.
Cool.
Doesn't it have holes through which things leak a lot, or
No, this is a pretty watertight one.
no eye holes?
No, it's got sort of glass lenses in the eye holes, so it's.
Also, you can see what's inside, but yeah, it doesn't spill.
Yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm keeping it as a vessel. I'll just remove the pheromone.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been licked clean now.
Well, you press on up the mountain, and a few hours later, as the starting to get dark, you see the steps leading up to this temple with a big round door, and it looks basically like what the temple where you were born would have looked if it was still in one piece. And I think that might be a good place to end it there for tonight.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And you can see what lies inside next time.
Mm.
Right, so let's get the book, give you some of the old experience. If I can find a page, or if I ever remember it right. 104. Right, let's start with, well, you get 1 point of normal experience for completing the game.
Beautiful.
Beats, fulfilling an aspiration. So you've what have you done? You got to
We got to Rigel, didn't we? We got to the
you got to the moons. So yeah, get a point for that. You investigated and found out what was going on, so get a beat for that. And then you got off the moon and onto Rigel 7, the planet, so get a beat for that.
People said it couldn't be done.
They did.
Yeah, they were all non-believers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone take lethal damage in their rightmost health box?
Yep. In one of the last three, yeah.
In the one of the last three, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it self-inflicted?
Yeah.
Well, it's the equivalent of running, sneaking, and jumping in this game. Just shooting yourself. Right. Did anybody turn a failure into a dramatic failure?
Yeah. G5.
Yeah, G5, but in the same move as well.
That man, you're getting all the points for blowing yourself
I know, man. I need to start failing stuff, man. Every time I roll, it succeeds.
No one risks torment. So get 1 for role playing, 1 for tactics.
Marvelous.
Right. So vitriol experience. You've had someone confess their crimes to you. S2. So
speak to me of your darkest desires.
Get 3 beats for that. 3 vitriol beats for that.
Okay.
S1, you've been learning a lot and finding stuff out from people and that, which
I've also, is it about being a bit of a pariah and an outcast? Because I have kind of gone out of my way to keep us away from civilization.
Not so much. It's more about learning from
Right.
people and teaching people. But like I say, you have been doing a lot of that as well. You know, finding out what's happening on Rigel 7 and that. So you get yourself 3 beats of that's,
three vitriol beats.
Yeah. That's a major milestones. These are what you're getting. G5. You're an explorer.
Yeah.
You have been exploring. Let me just read.
More the explorer, man.
So I do feel you've been looking around, finding out what's going on. What metal is it again?
Mercurius.
Really black. Mercurius. Right, cross. Explorer. Experience the firestorm and survive. We haven't done that. Follow clues to a series of anathars that grant ellipsis visions. You have done that in a way. You haven't found that out yet, and but you have found. This temple is an anather is It's like a magic item that's got memory in. So basically, you're going to learn more about your pilgrimage and that from it. So,
Yeah.
which is exactly what you've done. So, yeah, get 3 for that.
Cool. Yeah, I was thinking that it's all about trying to find other Prometheans and what have you. So I'm thinking Zodiac Knights. They sound like a good source. 3 beats, so that will be 7. So that will be 2 and a experience. Cool.
Excellent. Right, I've stopped recording.
Cool. Right, now remind me